Hi there, I'm Katie, and today I'm going to talk to you about homeowners insurance, what is covered and what isn't covered. Here in Oregon and Washington, there are three main exclusions from most all home policies: earthquake, flood, and mud or landslide. These coverages can be purchased at an additional cost, so if you're interested, be sure to talk to your agent. There are a lot of things that are covered on a homeowners policy, of which include wind, hail, air, riot, fire, vandalism, water damage, etc. In Oregon and Washington, most homeowners insurance policies follow the same set of primary coverages. These coverages are the dwelling, other structures, personal property, loss of use, liability, and medical payments. The dwelling coverage is what covers your house, the structure itself. So what we do is we ask you a set of questions that pertain to your house specifically: the year built, square footage, how many bedrooms, bathrooms, fireplace, deck, etc., etc. All of these things are plugged into what's called the cost guide calculator. The cost guide is going to generate for us the amount of coverage necessary to rebuild your home in the event of a total loss. This is where we get the coverage to begin with. Now, we take the dwelling coverage from the cost guide and we plug that into our policy. We like to assume that that's enough coverage, but in the event that it's not enough coverage, we always put extended dwelling coverage when it's available. So extended dwelling coverage is a percentage, 25, 50% extended from the homeowner's coverages. So, for example, we insure your home at $100,000. We think that's enough because that's what the cost guide tells us. But if it's not, for any reason, the cost of labor, building materials, etc., we have 25 to 50% on top of that to be sure that we've got more than enough coverage for your home. Next, we have the personal property coverage. This is your content coverage. Most policies get this number based on a percentage of your dwelling. So usually 70 to 75% of the dwelling amount is how they calculate your personal property. This is all of your belongings in the house, anything that is not permanently attached. Next, we have loss of use coverage. Loss of use is going to cover you for your living expenses if you are displaced from your home in the event of a loss. This is usually a percentage, but can also be a time frame as well, up to 12 or 24 months of coverage to pay for your living expenses. We also have other structures coverage. Other structures is usually an automatic 10% on every home policy. Other structures gives you coverage for any detached structure. So if you have a detached garage or a shop, a pole barn, anything like that is going to be covered under the other structures coverages. After that, we've got liability coverage. Liability is if you're found liable for someone's injury, bodily harm, whether at your residence or away from your residence. So here at Atkinson Insurance, we put all of our policies at a minimum of $500,000 for liability coverage. The last coverage we have on a homeowner's policy is medical payments. Medical payments is similar to liability, but slightly different. Usually, we put our policies at a $5,000 limit. Some companies will let you increase that to 10, maybe even 15, but on average, 5 to 10 is a normal amount. Medical payments is a coverage that will pay for someone's injuries while they're on your residence if they become injured and you're not found liable for that specific injury. So, again, we've got the dwelling coverage, personal property, extended dwelling, other structures, loss of use, liability, and medical payments. Of course, with all of that, your policy will have a deductible. The deductible is the portion that you are responsible for before the insurance company will pay for any of the losses. So here at Atkinson Insurance, we like to use a $1,000 deductible. Occasionally we do $500, or we go up to $2,500 or higher, depending on the insurance request. So I hope this has helped you provide a little bit of a better understanding on homeowners insurance, what's covered, what isn't covered. If you have any questions at all, please don't ever hesitate to call our agency. We would love to talk with you. Thanks for watching.